All right, the 50 Cent and his son weigh-in, family. I'm going to touch on this because this is something I personally have experienced in my own life. Okay, dealing with my own child, that sense of entitlement. Okay, where we go wrong at is not wanting our children to have more than what we had when we were growing up. For those who grew up in a poverty situation like I did, growing up on welfare, living in the PJs, and knowing what it is to use food stamps and getting credit at the corner store, you know, I had to put in work to get where I am today. You talking about 20 plus years of putting in work, for me to be where I am today, right? So where we go wrong at is when we don't teach them a good work ethic. Because out here in the real world, a man or woman don't work, they don't eat. No one is going to pay you for just coming to the job and just sitting there. What's going to happen is you're going to get fired. Now that's reality, right? So where sometimes people go wrong at, and even family members, is that, well, I'm your family, so I have a right to this. No, wrong, wrong. You understand? We have to put in work. I'm not just going to pay you a paycheck because you're my brother. Nah, when you come to work, you're going to work like everybody else. Period. And that's the problem that we have when our people get wealthy. The community look at you like you supposed to be a black savior. We go from looking to, a European savior to looking to a black savior. Okay, and we got to get broken out of that. It's not our responsibility to save you. You have to save yourself. Okay, and even as parents, you provide the necessities. And yes, I'm not saying not to gift your child, but we must teach them a good work ethic. I'm so grateful to this day that my mother, she taught me a valuable lesson. I'll never forget when I did half of my chores, she gave me half. My mother gave me half of my allowance. You understand? I'm laughing because I still remember my reaction to this day when she only put in my hand, I got $20, but I did half of my chores and I got 10. You understand? And she said, well, you get a job, you're going to get paid for what you do. So with that being said, man, I'm grateful for my elders and my family that taught me a good work ethic, because that's the reason why I am the man I am today. That is interdependent, because I believe none of us are totally, completely independent, because we all lean on somebody somewhere along the line to help us to help ourselves. The education I have today, my wife put that book into my hand economically. Okay, we're in the real estate industry. We purchased a curriculum, so that provided help for us to be able to be in the situation we're in today, right? So with that being said, I don't believe that none of us are completely, independent. We all at some point in our life need help, all right? Whether it's paid or whether it's gifted to us, we still need help. So I believe that we're doing our children a disservice when we give them everything, because when they become spouses, they're going to look at their spouse like they're supposed to do everything. Then when they get out to the real world, they won't know how to function because they're used to somebody just giving them something for nothing, right? So I believe that we need to instill in them, that they have to earn their keep. You don't give your children gifts when they get bad grades. That doesn't make any sense. You become an enabler. Okay, you're rewarding them for poor performance. All right, if they barely make it out of high school, why are you buying them a car? You celebrate. You should be happy they graduated, but they made it by the hair of their chinny chin chin, and you rewarding them for that? Them barely crossing the finish line? Them slacking? No. See, we're still in the wrong things in our child and in our children. We have to teach them how to operate in the spirit of excellence. Okay? And we have to teach them how to be responsible. Okay, and they can only do that by giving them responsibility, because that's the root word in responsibility, is responsible. Okay, so with that being said, I believe, that that's what happens when one parent too raises their child a certain way and the other one raises them another way. You see what I'm saying? We got to be on the same sheet of music, because I had tension with my own child because of that. You understand what I'm saying? He was so used to being given everything, and then he looking at me, and I had to check him. I had to set him straight, and teach him how it really works in real life. All right, family. So let's not do that. Let's not be an enabler. Let's teach our children responsibility. Peace.